Hey, give it to them. Come on, hey, give it to you.
Peace, and welcome into the next episode of Thanks for tuning in, man. We appreciate that. To men of a certain age, and I'll give it to them Friday, man. I got my team with me, man. I got my man P Double. How you feeling?
Peace. What's going on with y'all?
All right. And of course, we got Josie Kid. How you feeling, Josie?
Man, another week down. I'm feeling great. Possibilities is endless. Money is flowing. I need to talk about this bullshit, though. Get it off my chest. I can't carry it another day. Let's go.
Yeah, word. So, man, fellas, yesterday was a tremendous day in the land of the hip hop. You know what I mean? Yesterday was August 11th, which was the 50th anniversary of hip hop. And, you know, since we've been running with this podcast, our whole theme has been about the culture, and it's cultivated into this pod that we're having today, where we are celebrating hip hop, because as I said earlier, yesterday was the 50th anniversary. You know, it's been a lot of good and there's been some bad. And when I say the bad is on the side of people being disgruntled because they're not getting enough shine, or they feel as though they're not getting enough shine. Certain parts of the country is not getting enough shine. So we're gonna get into that on this episode as well. But you know, last night they had the epic concert in the Boogie Down, the home of it all, at Yankee Stadium. Did any of you guys get a chance to tune in and get onto that at all, Josie? Was you able to check that out at all?
Man, I still haven't got through all the footage, but what I did see was great, man. Salute to everybody who participated. Thank you for all the footage and seeing all them faces I ain't seen in a while. And yeah, I need for all of my favorite MCs to get together and do some albums, do some work together, man. It ain't over. I need your perspective now, too.
That's peace. P, was you able to put it together and see any of the footage?
I didn't get a chance to see anything, but again, peace to those legends. We're not going to ever call them old school anymore. We're going to call them legends of hip hop, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to do from here on out.
And that's exactly what they were. So, you know, man, I actually vegged out and I watched the majority of the concerts. You know, I shout to Mass Appeal for shooting it and showing it live and putting it on YouTube. You know, man, the concert was 8 hours long, fam.
Woo!
8 janks, yo. You know what I'm saying? So I was telling my whiz, man, I was like, yo, if we would have went to that joint, I don't know, I might have had to tap out. You know what I'm saying? You know, man, listen, a brother ain't what he used to be. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is this, man, is we're going to go ahead. I got some performances we're going to go into. The first one, I thought, for me, watching the concert, like I said, it was 8 hours. I'm not even going to front. I didn't watch the whole thing last night. I got to Snoop. By the time I got to Snoop, I was like, you know what, man? I'm going to catch the other half in the minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Increments, yeah.
I didn't put the full 8 in. I love hip hop, but I didn't put that full 8 in unless they was paying me to watch it, and they wasn't. So it's good. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm going to do is this, fellas, is I'm going to go ahead and show, like I was saying, to me, Snoop had a super strong performance last night in the Boogie Down. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share the screen with us, and we're going to check a little bit of this Snoop Doggy Dog. All right, y'all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, give it to them. Hey, give it to them. Come on, hey, give it to them.
You know.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get it, rock it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. What if a nigga get an attitude? Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Do anybody know my name? What's my
Double J.
You can get louder than that. What's my motherfucking name? the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know what happened with the D-R-E. If you having a good time tonight, make some motherfucking noise. Happy birthday, hip-hop. What up, Snoop? Top dog, fight them all, nigga, burn this shit up. DPGC, my nigga, turn that shit up. CPT, LBC, yeah, we hooking back up. And when they bang this in the club, baby, you got to get up. Cause niggas drug killers, yeah, they giving it up. Low life, yo life, boy, we living it up. Taking chances while we
Hey, Snoop got the dancers on the pole. Yeah. You getting the strip show with the concert.
Bitch, quit talking. Walk if you down with the set. Take a bullet with some dick and take this dope on this jet. Out of town, put it down for the father of rap. And if your ass get cracked, shut your trap. Now come back, get back. That's the part of success. If you believe it, the ass should be believing your strap. Put your motherfucking hands in the air.
Put your motherfucking hands in the air.
Everybody, come on. Now put your motherfucking hands in the air.
Put your motherfucking hands in the air.
Stop.
Hold up. Hey, for my niggas who be thinking we saw,
We don't.
Hey, we gon'
Rest in peace, Nate Dogg, man.
Rest in peace, Nate Dogg.
Hey, for my niggas who be acting too bold, take a seat. I hope you're ready for the next episode.
Hey, 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 hey. Smoke weed every day.
We do every day.
Smoke weed every day.
We going back to 1992. Come on, y'all. 1, 2, 3 into the folks. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at your dope. So back on up. Cause you know we about to bust it up. Give me the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, now you know you in trouble. Cause ain't nothing but a G thing. We two low death niggas, so we're crazy. And Death Row is still the label that pays, man. We unfakeable, so please don't try to fake this. But back to the lecture at hand. Perfection is perfected, so I'ma let them understand. From a young G's perspective. And before me, they got a bitch, I have to find a contraceptive. You never know, she could be earning her man and learning her man. And at the same time.
So yeah, man, that was D-O-double-G, and that was some of what Snoop put down yesterday, man. I'm gonna come off the screen for a quick minute, man, and I'm gonna find this piece of Snoop's performance, and I'm gonna share it with y'all while I'm off the scene, man. Y'all, what y'all thought about that?
What you think, P?
The first thing that, to me, that's funny. The first thing that come to mind when you see Snoop and he in New York City, the first thing, Josie, the first thing that come to mind is when y'all love us.
Y'all love Snoop Dogg. Y'all love Death Row.
Well, let it know. We know where we at. We know we in New York City.
Know
The East Coast don't love Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. The East Coast ain't got no love for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and Death Row. Y'all don't love us. Y'all don't love us. Let it be known then. We know y'all East Coast. We know we at East Coast and out.
Y'all started this shit.
You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing that popped in my head, man. But you know, I Snoop, man, and his performance is legendary. Songs and everything, you know what I mean? The people probably wasn't too amped up because they was probably tired, man. 8 hours?
Man, I ain't see where they wasn't amped up. They gave it to him. It just was a lot of people in there. You wasn't gonna get everybody.
Yeah, I mean, he was for more energy from the crowd, but it seemed like they was a little, you know what I'm saying? They probably a crowd of a certain age around that motherfucker.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? What you think, Josie?
It ain't no doubt. Sorry to cut you, Josie. It ain't no doubt that it was a crowd of a certain age. And I'm glad you brought that up because I'm like, yo, when we go see the Woo and Nas and stuff like that, they got to kind of chill with the jump and all that stuff because man, I fuck around and tear my knee up out there.
right.
Doing the jumping and all that. I know Young Buck.
Leave that joint knee, ace bandages and ice baths and shit.
Oh, the motherfucker. That's a good point, P, about the crowd participation. But man, listen, I found this piece from Snoop's performance. I want to share with y'all, man. So hold tight.
Jump, hold up. We the boys.
Snoop Doggy Dog. Let's go, baby. Shout to Wiz Khalifa, man, for representing for hip hop, man, for being a hip hop soldier. Peace.
I fuck with Wiz music.
Couldn't be here tonight. Not just the ones that's not here in the physical, but those who couldn't be here in the spirit. Those who contributed more in hip hop than I did, than I ever did. This night is about y'all as well. So I just want to give y'all a shout out for those that's at home and those that's up in heaven. Mm-hmm. We love y'all. We do this shit for y'all. So right about now, you're about to witness something you never thought you would.
Shout to Doggy Dog, man, for putting on, man.
I'd like to bring out one of my OG homeboys, the one and only Dougie Fresh.
Yeah.
Me and my main man, Dougie Fresh here. Dougie, you know, we're going to get all the way back to like 1985. Was it 85 doing it live? I was just a young buck.
Shout to Doug, man.
Doug look good, right?
I got my chance to do
Doug look great, man. Check Doug out. You gotta look.
Doug always look great though, cause he performing all the time. Exactly. Doug ain't never stopped eating. The rest of these niggas stuck starving.
Turn my mic up.
Uh-oh. Old school shit, New York. Let's go. You know what? Yo, beat this. Lordy Dotty.
Yeah.
Lordy Dotty. Lordy Dotty. You know what? Yo, beat this. Lordy Dotty. We like to party. We don't cause trouble and we don't bother nobody. We're just the brothers who on the mic. And when we rock up on the mic, we rock the mic. For all my dogs, keeping y'all in health. Just to see you smile and enjoy yourself. Cause it's cool when you cause a cozy condition in which we create. Cause that's our mission. So listen close to what we say. Because this type of shit, it happens every day. I woke up around 10 o'clock in the morning. I gave myself a stretch up. I'm on a yawn and went to the bathroom to wash up. I closed the pillow on my face and put my hands up on the cup and said, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the top dog of them all? There was a ruffle duffle. 5 minutes it lasted and the lyrics said,
especially you.
Well, that's true. That's probably why I have no beef. So then I slipped off my khakis and my gold leaf.
Okay.
Overlay because my skin gets pale. And then I grab the file for my fingernails. True to the style on my behalf. I put the bubbles in the tub so I can take a bubble bath. Clean, dry was my body and hair. I threw on my brand new doggy underwear. For all the bitches I might take home. I got the Johnson's baby powder and cool water cologne. And now I'm fresh, dressed like $1 million bucks. Threw on my white socks with the old blue chucks. Stepped out the house, stopped short.
Oh no.
Went back in, I forgot my
endo.
Ran through her. I bumped into the smoker name from the now. This was a girl playing hard to get, so I said, "What's wrong?" Cause she looked upset. What she say?
It's all because of you.
I'm feeling sad.
You went away.
Red!
So
Bring him out, Snoop.
Say what?
you took your love away from me. So what was we to do? Kid crying over me, feeling blue. I said, don't cry.
Dry your eye.
Here comes your mama with a too little. Me mom steps up, said to Slick. Hi. Sally in the face called decked up. Punch her in the belly, had to step on her. Slam the child on the heart. The was strong, kids was gone. What? I said, what is going on? I tried to break it up, I said, stop it. Can't have you.
You can't either.
Grab me close, sleep on my socks, so I broke. Like I had the chicken pox, but she gave chase and caught up quick. She put a finger in the face and she
He got a cutting board on his chain.
So we could go cruising in my own. If you give
You can flip a pizza with that joint.
give you all my love today. You're Ricky, can't you see?
Just figure
Hypnotize me.
just love your jazzy ways. Hip hop is here to stay.
Yeah.
I said, cheer up. I gave him a kiss. You kid, too strong. She says, no, you're not. Starts crying. I'm 58, nigga, and stop lying.
Lying.
Ask my mother. So with that, I can't be kids lover. Sex appeal, sis. Tick tock, you don't stop until the tick. So Snoop.
Why he got on pink and white high top shell toes? Them joints look ill.
Doug is killing it too.
Check Doug out, y'all. Check him out.
Yeah.
Get it. Word, Doug. Guinness Book of World Records.
World's greatest entertainer. What you talking about?
Man, ain't nobody else gonna beatbox that long. He's still going.
Go, doggy. Go, go. Go, doggy. Go, go. Go, doggy. Go, go. Go, doggy. Go, doggy. The human beatbox, the entertainer, Doggy. Thank you, hip hop, for raising me. I love you.
Thank you.
So yeah, man, that was D.O.Double-G's performance with two. He is a legend, but two super legends he brought out, and they put on a hell of a show, man. As I said, it was a great show. It was plenty of entertainers. Boys put on. T.I. put on a hell of a show. He put on a hell of a performance. Lil Wayne put on a hell of a performance. I want to show one last thing of D.O.Double-G before we move on. All right, and this one again is playing. He's paying homage, y'all.
Right.
He brought out DJ Hollywood, who is like one of the founders of DJing and rocking the mic. So he brought out DJ Hollywood, man. I got goosebumps from Doug and them when they performed. I watched that this morning, and it gave me goosebumps watching that performance. Along with this next one that I'm going to give you with Snoop Dogg and DJ Hollywood. So yeah, man, y'all. While I get this together, man.
Dougie always delights. I mean, he the world's greatest entertainer go that long. Like I said, it seemed like he is trying to set a record or show these boys that's out here in these beatbox competitions and such who the GOAT is. So yeah, like a rapper going on a long rant freestyle or something you've never heard, like ooh,
breath control.
Right.
Yeah.
Respect to Doug.
I like the fact that
the whole song.
You can tell, and Snoop will tell you that his style is Slick Rick, like that's his favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? When he was coming up. So he said he patterned his rap style, even though he's from the West Coast. Slick Rick was his man. So he patterned his rap style after Slick Rick. I remember one of Snoop's albums he did Lottie Dottie on the album, but he did it the Snoop way, the West Coast way. You know what I'm saying? With his blue chucks. So the fact that he brought them out and then brought Slick out, you should get chills if you hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That give you chills, man. You know what I'm saying?
That was something that was a long time coming and could have happened a long time ago if it wasn't a lot of bullshit in the mix. I would like to have seen something like that or some collab between them in their prime.
So let me fill y'all in, Lords. Like I said yesterday, I watched the joint until I had to tap out, right? So I watched the joint, and Slick Rick performed early in the set. You know what I'm saying? Like when the crowd and stuff was coming in, you know, during daytime, you know, because the concert started at 6. You know what I mean? And when Snoop brought Doug out and was doing the joint, you know, I felt away. You know,
where's Slicky at?
You doing Lottie Dottie and
without Slick.
Right. Did the joint earlier when, you know, out 1/3 of the crowd was there. I'm away. I'm like, come on, man, that ain't right. And then next thing you know, he pops out. Yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah. That's what's up. You know what I mean? So, man, salute to Doggy Dog, man, for holding it down, man. This next performance, as I said before, was Snoop brought out DJ Hollywood, man. And like I was saying, you know, he's the innovators, one of the first to get on the wheels and rock the mic and rock the crowd, you know. So this is a paying homage to him. Snoop bring him out, man. Check him out, man. How we rock out, y'all.
DJs before me, before he, before we. Hollywood, where you at, cuz? Give me some of that G shit. DJ. Hollywood.
Shout, extensions played out. These are
the things I can do it out.
Oh, New York City.
I'm talking to you. Come on.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hollywood.
Looking back in time through the corners of my mind, I see you standing there.
What you say? Come on.
How I long to kiss you, how much I really miss
Yeah.
Where?
through your hair.
Come on.
Then again, my imagination being close to you, such a sweet sensation. Had to have terrible confrontation, but now all I can do to help this situation.
Come on.
Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Hollywood.
Can't go to work, no money to be spent. Can't go to the bank and ask for a loan, no money to be lent.
Yeah.
Read the paper and you have an idea of what you're gonna find. Inflation, crime, taxes in the street, nations doing time. Once again, baby, in your neighborhood, that's right, it's DJ Hollywood.
Yeah.
And bringing it down and turning your good doing ass around. Come on.
Uh-oh.
From way back when I come in, baby doll, and I rock that thing, I'm Hollywood. And when I'm on the mic, I'll be rocking that beat like all day night. I wanna roll your joint, twist it at the end.
Yeah.
Get up and take a puff and pass this on again. Come on.
DJ Hollywood in the motherfucking house.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I had to get that one up, man. Go ahead, Kofi. Go ahead. I know you got something to say.
Man, salute. Great to see. I love when we pay homage to the GOATs and we bring them back out and give them they shine. That was perfect for him and perfect for all the nieces and nephews to see that and see where that song came from and get them something to research and go back and pick up. Make sure y'all go stream his music.
Lord, I see you bopping like you felt you. How can you?
Yo, DJ Hollywood, that song, it is in the back of my head, made me want to get my, you know what I'm saying? jump up on my shelf. You get to start going all up in here with it. You know what I mean?
Man.
You know what I mean? That's that hip hop when we was kids. When you go get a freezy from the store and you walking back from the store, somebody blasting that shit from their top porch, and you just stop
or at the park.
You know what I'm saying? Or at the cookouts. You know what I mean? That's DJ Hollywood, baby.
Come on, man. You know he leaving out the party with your girl.
Come on, man. He got her. That ain't nothing but pimp rap.
He's
pimp rapping.
He's leaving out the party. Rap. Come on, man. He turned the crowd out like that in 79, 78. Come on, man. Come on, man. Ain't nobody.
4 years old with a sickle bobbing to that. Rocking to that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Hollywood.
Shout out to Hollywood, man.
Yes.
You know, man. It's a beautiful thing to see, you know, the years of hip hop and the legends like that to come out, man, and get to shine in front of the masses so they can, like you said, Josie, be reintroduced to the legends, and now they can go check for them.
Let them know.
You know what I'm saying? Also, man, now that was the Yankee Stadium joint. Y'all go check that out on Master Pill on YouTube, man. It's a great show. It's worth your time. Break it up in segments, and you will definitely for it after you watch it. Now, the week before that, man, they had the Rock the Bells Festival. That's LL's jump off, you know, and had some of the same acts, but some different acts. But this one I'm gonna show is of the Kings, y'all, is Run DMC. And for me, you know what I mean, D is like the pinnacle, right? You know what I'm saying? And through the years, we've seen them transition and do different things and go different ways, right? Obviously, DJ Run graduating to Rev Run.
Right.
And just say this, fellas. On that stage last Saturday, he turned back into DJ Run.
So he wasn't Rev no more.
So with that being said, we go ahead and jump into this Rock the Bells performance from the Kings of Rock, man. Run and D, man. Rest in peace, Jam Master J, man.
Rest in peace, JMJ.
R.I.P., baby.
Everybody say, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We won't stop, we don't stop. This time, everybody scream. Voice of earthquake, roar. Let's go like it.
Not for nothing. That might be my favorite DMC joint. I'm telling y'all, man.
Grab no more. You done got that girl that goes. I'm trying to carry you fix it more.
Talk about somebody leaving with your girl.
Everybody say ho! Say ho, ho! Ho, ho! Now scream! Come on, scream! Master J breakdown 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You asked me to say some MC rhyme, so I said this rhyme I'm about to say. The rhyme was there, but then it went this way. Took a test to become an MC. What happened? An art country came amazed at me, so Larry put me inside. It's down. For sure, Joe War, man. Jam Master J got the record down to the ball. And now they got me rocking on the microphone. And then we're talking on the ground. And tears and mad. Champagne, y'all in bubble bag. And see ya, that's the light that I need in you. Sucker MC. To our feet to take a battle back at the heart attack. Cause there's nothing in the world, DJ Russell. Go chill, I had a party and the people are staying.
Yeah.
Look like it make the girls wanna dance. Fly like a dove. He come from up above. I'm rocking on the mic and you can call the right love.
Uh-oh. Demon time. That's what they be talking about. See that look in his face? He ready.
Everybody put one hand in the goddamn air.
The walk. The walk.
And he gonna say, goddamn.
Goddamn man.
Okay.
Reverend Run said, this is Queens. It's where the fuck I grew up.
Oh.
Where I got my swag, where I got this walk, where I got my Adidas.
Yeah.
See Ed Love over there. This is really Queens. This is Rock the Bells, LL Cool J, my man DMC. I said, put a hand in the goddamn air. Now check this out. When I say, do you feel good? I want everybody in the house to say real good. Now, do you feel good? I said, do you feel good? Turn the motherfucking lights out. Get it black in here. Black, take the spotlights off. Everything. Black this one. Came fully prepared for this shit.
Run is run. There's no revving up, run.
Queens people in here. And I had to go to the Bronx and I had to come to motherfucking Queens. Now DJ run! Now DJ run! Now DJ runs my name. DMC is his. It's like that. And that's the way it is. Oh, you are coming people, going people, born to die. Don't ask me because I don't know why.
It's like that.
That's the way it is. People in the world trying to make it speak. You travel by car, train, bus, or feet. I said you got to work hard if you want to compete. It's like that, and that's the way it is.
So yeah, man, that was the Kings, man. I just wanted to give a taste of what went down during this glorious time that we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip hop, man. You know what I'm saying? As we look back at Run D and rest in peace to Jay, it's good to see them on stage together, man. And we salute you, Run, for being on stage and being in your element because we knew you then. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing but respect on my end, man. How did you feel about seeing the Kings, Josie?
Man, like I said, for me, and I'm sure that we're going to get into this in a little bit, but they are the Kings. So whenever you see them, however you see them, it's always a joy and it always gets you amped. Not just excited, but amped. Like that's some of the stuff that you play before an interview when you want to go conquer the world, or before a business meeting when you're about to go negotiate some paper. That's what you play.
P Double, I know you was the Adidas. I know you was like the Adidas king back in them days. Lord, how you feel when you see
Come
the
on,
King?
man. My name is Daryl, man. My name is Daryl, man.
Period.
You couldn't tell me I wasn't DMC. Come on, man.
Still can't.
Yo, take me to get my sweatsuit. I'm not wearing no shoestrings in my Adidas, even though it's gym class and the gym teacher like, where Daryl?
You gonna trip on your shit. So what?
Listen, man. I ain't wearing no strings, man. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell me I was from Queens. I thought I was from Queens. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. And DMC, I want to say about DMC's voice. He has one of the most unique hip-hop voices of all time.
The King is me. Your Highness or Majesty.
Jeez, man. Run DMC, the kings of hip-hop, man. The greatest groups ever.
There's no question about that, man. Salute to Running D, man. Definitely somebody was one of the pioneers of my fandom of hip-hop.
Right.
During this time of the 50-year anniversary celebration, as we just saw the good with 2 performances from 2 different festivals, but it was all centered around hip hop. There's been, as it always is, there's people that are disgruntled, or they feel as though that they've been overlooked, or you wouldn't be this without me, or you wouldn't be that without us, or you didn't do this, or we could have done it too. From coming from the positive, we're gonna give you from the yin, we're gonna give y'all the yang.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into this little interview that was conducted with one of the Ghetto Boys, the infamous Willie D. So I'm gonna share my screen with y'all, man. We're gonna listen to what Will got to say, then we're gonna come back and react to it.
Then we gonna
Give it to him.
Give it to
Got it coming, Willie.
What are your thoughts in general of this year of celebration?
Shit's whack.
Willie D, I love it. I love it. There it is.
Yeah, because it's a lot of it is being put on and presented by gatekeepers who don't have the best interests of the culture.
You ain't gonna spend your
And it's a
money.
money grab for this.
Uh-huh.
And they're picking and choosing who they think should receive praise, who should receive accolades.
Uh-huh.
And the trip part about it is that at one point, we were all outcasts. All of us in hip hop were outcasts, including the executives,
Uh-huh.
including the label owners. We were all outcasts. And as time went by, we slowly started to penetrate the power structure of the music industry. And we started getting in these powerful positions. And as we got into these powerful positions and started hosting award shows, and we started being able to curate playlists and on, we started saying, you know what, I'm gonna bring in my people who I think is relevant, who I fuck with. And one of the biggest problems is, one of the biggest problems is a lot of the people who make these decisions are from not just the East Coast, but from New York. And that's a problem. That is problematic.
Let's get to the crux.
Because
let's get to the crux.
hip hop may have started in New York, but hip hop is worldwide. And hip hop would not be the same without the West Coast. It would not be the same without the South. It would not be the same without the Midwest.
Right.
You know,
It wouldn't be without New York at all.
This art form. In fact, I would argue that without the rest of us, hip hop would not have survived.
You need diversity. I agree.
So why are you trying to prevent others from getting their shine and recognition? Like what I suggest is that I think that it's so biased. I suggest that each region hold their own award shows or do their own top 50 playlists, do their own top 50 MCs, top 50 greatest hip hop groups of all times. Because I can tell you right now, I think Billboard listed Ghetto Boys at somewhere around 22, 23, something like
28.
that. Yeah. What's 28?
28.
Greatest groups of all time.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, bro.
That's bullshit.
Let me tell you something. I know for a motherfucking fact, there ain't 20 groups better than, there ain't 10 hip hop groups better than Ghetto Boys. That's a motherfucking fact.
Yeah.
All right. So while I salute those guys who did get listed before us, because all of them.
First of all, salute to all hip hop. Salute to DJ Thorough and my man. I can't think of your name. Salute to you as well. Salute to Willie D. You entitled to your opinions because this is America. As of August 12th, 2023, this is still America. So you are entitled to your opinion.
For right now.
We have some opinions on your opinion. So Josie, I'm gonna come to you first, my boy. What you got to say on Willie D?
I will say in retrospect, that is a good idea. That I think there should be regional award shows by some of these elite giants that are putting on the shows. And I think that if they do that, there would certainly be a different mixture of where people land on the list. And there will also be names added from that region that a lot of people may not have heard of. So it'll give exposure to some of those underground, undervalued, underdog artists from up here, from down there, from the left to the right. But I think he sounded like Salty Boots, man. He sounded just like Shan. I think, again, you got an opportunity to get out here and get it, and you're spending a lot of time like Dame, running around on these podcasts and blogs and shows, really telling us about how salty you are, about a whole bunch of stuff. And it's just not necessary. With all them people that you salty about, you could be out making some money with, and you alienating yourself.
P Double, how you feel about Willie D?
Much respect to Willie D. And I usually, when it comes to certain topics, I see eye to eye with Willie D. But when it comes to this particular topic, he seems a little sour. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about how it shouldn't be New York, blase splizzle. But what he fails to realize, if it was never created in the BX, it wouldn't be. It had to start somewhere, and of course it's worldwide now. But you have to give respect to the seed, man. The East is the seed, and it grew everywhere. And I respect all the hip hop that's actually real hip hop, and I respect Willie D and the Ghetto Boys. But what's up with their catalog to make him feel like he shouldn't be listed where he was listed? Like, how many albums?
We talking two. And again, the whole point is on each of these lists that they complain about, there is representation, although it's not
where they think they should be ranked.
It's also not a whole bunch of it, because at that time that we're talking about, this was the birth of them being able to give us music. A lot of this stuff was East Coast, West Coast only. The South got in because of the fact that both of them had a law and wasn't really pushing the culture forward. So we had to turn to the South or listen to the South for new music or new creative ideas. But come on, man. At that time, it was hip hop. It was all New York or Cali, which is why they dominate most of these lists when we talk about the total time that hip hop has been an industry or genre of music. But you gotta, I think for all of these artists that feel like they had more influence on the culture than they did, they have to look at their body of work and the body of work of their peers. And if the body of work of their peers is monumental and you got 1 or 2 or 3 albums and you want to rely on that 20, 30 years later, I think, again, you got to get up and get out and give us some new music, give us some new perspectives. And I ain't just talking about your angry dad shit. I need to hear some what's really going on with the Ghetto Boys. I need for y'all to reconcile and really give me that perspective on how y'all feel about losing your man. What's
Bushwick Bill?
Yeah, Bushwick Bill. We never hear none of that. Y'all talk a whole bunch of surface shit, but give us the real.
So my thing is like this, Willie D. Like P said, it's about paying homage.
Yeah.
It's the 50th anniversary, so it's only right for them to have this big explosive concert in the Bronx where it sparked from. Now, I'm with you on this, Josie. You would hope that they could take this concert that was last night and take it to Atlanta and
do it south
and take it to Cali and take it to Nashville.
Like it's spread it like it actually spread. Yeah.
Right. But in order to do that, there has to be some type of a community with that. Right. And Willie D, at this point,
exactly why there's not that divisiveness right there.
He's still bitter about New York for some shit that happened way back in 1989.
Again, that's part of the reason why he wasn't at Rock the Bells. That was a big thing on their podcast between him and Scarface. The fact that Face ain't bring him on and a whole bunch of other salty shit. Every time you see him, he's spewing some salt.
So, yeah. So Willie D, man, you entitled to your opinion, but on this one,
Fuck out of here.
you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep it moving as we always do. This is the 50th anniversary show, and I want to pose this question to you, fellas. I'm gonna come to you first this time, P, because I came to Josie first last time. When was it that you were officially ahead, or you knew that this hip hop stuff is something that you want to partake in? Whether you, not saying that you wanted to be a rapper or a DJ or a dancer, but you needed to have that music in your ear. When was your I love hip hop moment?
It was about 84, 85-ish. I was about 12. I was at the Juneteenth. Now, at the Juneteenth, there was this crew of DJs. They were called the Montana Crew. Now, they had 8 turntables set up with a DJ, with 4 DJs. Fam, remember when Roxanne came out? And it was mad different responses. Yo, these dudes had me in a trance. They had Kid Cole. They had all these DJs next to each other playing all the different Roxanne joints, responding with the joint. They was responding with each joint. He was going from here to here. He was coming back here. And she was like, did you meet her at the beach? Hell no. Hell no. They was going back and forth. Yo, I still
blew your mind.
Trance. I was done. I was in a trance. I'm like, yo, what is going on here, man? My body started moving. I couldn't
move for hours from that spot.
Done. I was completely done, man. I'm like, yo, I want to be a part of this. I don't know what I'm gonna do. If I got to do some graffiti, I started breaking. I started doing all kind of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I was done at that point. When I saw them dudes with Montana Crew on their hoodies, and they was going back and forth with the Roxanne, even though one dude had the curls, I was gonna never get a curl. But still, man, I was in love. I
was sold on it.
I was done. It was a wrap.
The curl ain't had nothing to do with that music.
I was done.
Say word. Shout to the Montana Crew, DJ Worm. I know Shaft, and of course Shay could tell you everybody that was in the.
Crew.
I remember DJ Worm, and then you with the other crew. You was talking about the Cole brothers, the Cole City.
Yeah, Kid Cole, them too. Yeah, Cole, Alan Cole. Yeah, man.
Buffalo Legends. So yeah, see, that's what's up. All right, Josie, add on. When was it that you fell in love with hip hop and you was like, yo, I need this in my life?
Man, I think for me it was that clip we was looking at, that Run DMC.
You wanna come here? You wanna come here? You wanna come here? You wanna come here? Oh, with your trumpet wear and your nothing hair. Never give a glance to where you just stare. Prepare for prayer, we're flipping the cab. We're gonna be jumping on you. And it's all wax and egg, small or big, short or tall, give it your all your dick, and I will skis the cheese, free underneath. And it's back and look grease in your knees. And it's a feasible fellow, feasibly mellow, easily diesel because the speakers in the car. After that, that's the brothers are dead. We put all the spread, put the hands to bed, let's go to bed, and a Nazi dress.
At the time, it's like what you describing at the park. At the time, watching Run DMC was like a juggling act. Run would say something, D would say something, Jay would come in with the cut and finish the song or put in the last word. So he was part of the rhyme. So that's what's unique about them as a group as opposed to any other group in existence. Jay was actually part of the group and he spoke with the turntables and the records. And that's the illest shit ever. For me, them going back and forth and then him cutting in a word and then them picking it up from there and keep going, flipping it back and forth and bouncing it between the three of them excited the shit out of me and made me want to rhyme. And yeah, meeting Shay and meeting all of my peoples and being involved in carrying record crates from party to party and watching him do some of the illest shit I ever seen on turntables kept me in this shit forever. And I'm still to this day a junkie. I ain't necessarily like him where I'm digging through crates and in record stores, but I'm constantly on apps searching for new music for that hot new thing.
No doubt. Sure.
So that's what's up. Shout out to Run DMC, and of course, always rest in peace to DJ Shay, man.
DJ forever.
You know what I'm saying? For me, fellas, let me paint the scene for y'all, man. So this is like 82, 83. So my sister Linda, she got
shout out Linda.
She got a brand new Maxima. This is when the this is when Nissan went from Datsun to being Nissan. She got a brand new 81 Maxima. It had the sunroof in it, and that's when the cars first started talking. You would get out the car, and if the lights was on, it would say, "Please turn off the lights." So my sister, she got that Max, right? And my older brother Bam, who's 7 years older than me, she used to let my brother just had a joint. He would just be rolling in that joint. And he used to come. I went to Catholic school out in Cheektowaga, so he used to come get me from school. And he came out. Shout out to my brother Bam, man. He came and got me one day, man, in the Max. You come outside, everybody looking at. This was a new thing. The Max was a new thing.
Right,
so it wasn't like
ain't nobody seen none.
Everybody had the joint. So it's looking like a spaceship. He got the roof. You know what I'm saying? But this is what he's banging, man. He's just banging Houdini friends.
How many of us have them?
Man, he banging Houdini's cassette, that 5 minutes of funk.
Wow.
He came and picked me up, man. And I heard that Friends and how that beat dropped. And then you hear the snares. And then they came with the hook. I was like, yo, and
what
then
is that?
And then you know, like I said, I'm a young buck, and the freaks come out at night. Come on. Salute to the Nissan Maxima. Salute to Houdini. Salute to my older brother Bam for putting me on to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my sister for letting my brother rock the Maxima like he did. Because when I heard that joint, man, that's all I wanted. It was over. Was Houdini. That was like, I loved Houdini before I loved DMC now. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's what you heard first, though, right?
I was on to Houdini them before I became a DMC fan. But yeah, man, that's how I got locked in to hip hop, was that 81, 82 Maxima and that Houdini tape, man. That's how I got on that, man. Those is awesome stories, man. So we're gonna keep it going. And now we're gonna go to the next topic, man. And this one is a little bit more serious, but we're going to keep it light anyway. In this 50 years of hip hop, do you believe that it's evolved or devolved, Josie?
I think that's a loaded question. And I think that the only answer to that is that it has evolved. And we may not all be happy with what it has evolved into, but it is certainly evolved. It is light years away from where it started. I think the monetization of hip hop and the ability to create a lifestyle, even if it's not what other people consider successful, and live your dreams, is more approachable to the average person nowadays. And because of that, we're getting a lot more music and a lot more art. I think that the four pillars of hip hop have grown worldwide. I think we see in beatbox competitions and breakdance competitions all over the world that are extremely exciting. I think we've been seeing a whole lot of the art form as far as graffiti and graffiti artists being able to transition into actual artists that create paintings or use their art in graphic designs or billboards or a number of different things that we're getting and consuming on a daily basis. So I like the fact that hip hop has evolved into something that can be used in commercial vehicles or commercials or anything that would evolve marketing of a product. And I think that because of that, when you look at the four pillars of hip hop and you look at where they started and how they influence not only culture, but marketing, sales, and business on such a wide scale in so many different industries, you have to big up hip hop and wonder where it'll be at 100 years.
No doubt, no doubt. P Double, how do you feel about the 50 years? Have we evolved as a culture in hip hop, or have we devolved?
I think we've evolved. I think, like Josie was saying, we may have evolved in certain areas that may not be as positive. People have their actual choice. I think the thing about it is now, if you're a true hip hop fan like we are, you have to search for things now because it's out there. You know what I mean?
So much out there.
Yeah, it's
it
so
used
much
to be a situation where it was 500 new artists trying to break in the industry a day when in the 80s. Can you imagine? It's probably 5,000 a day now.
And the thing is, what discourages me when it comes to hip hop is because it's so prevalent in the world that there's culture, there's vultures out there that try to take it and make it something that it really wasn't meant to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you have men of a certain age who somewhat stick to the trueness of it. And there's nothing wrong with rap because rap isn't hip hop. There's nothing wrong with rap. Rap is something people do a spoken word over beat for money. Hip hop is different. Hip hop is different to me. So again, it's evolved for the positive, and like everything else, there's some negative aspects of it, but I don't think it's regressed at all. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that also when we talk about evolution, the change is not controllable. So we don't have to like what it changes into, but we do have to change with it. And a lot of times I think that, again, the rap for money or the monetization of it fuels the art. If it wasn't for the fact that these people could rap for money and go out and create a situation where they could feed their family, then they wouldn't try new things. They wouldn't put out new art. They wouldn't expose us to different shit. We would just have a cookie cutter product that any major label would put out. And that's, like you said, not hip hop.
Exactly. Some of that rap is not, it's just, like you said, it's just trying to make a buck.
So
you know what I mean?
For me, y'all, it's both. Because it has evolved. It can't evolve from 1973 to 2023 because it wouldn't be here if it didn't. You know what I'm saying? So it has evolved, and it's evolved for the better because you look at hip hop and what it's become. Like you say, Josie, it's become a conglomerate. You can't turn on the TV without seeing a hip hop in a commercial some way, or Snoop or in a commercial. So yeah, it's become bigger than the founders could have ever thought it was going to be. You know, with the culture going forward. Did y'all know that the breaking is going to be in the 2024 Olympics?
I heard about that. I didn't know which Olympics it was going to be in, though.
Again, how far it's come. And that's what I mean about the breakdance competitions going all around the world, and you seeing exciting new moves and stuff like that. As far as breakdancing in other countries, it's not real prevalent here, but it's making a whole lot of impact in a whole lot of places. And now again, it's going to be an Olympic sport.
Exactly. And that's another thing, man. And I was telling my Wiz as we were watching a concert last night, and we talked about this kind of in the other episode, but a hip hop concert is like the United Nations. And why I say that is you're going to get all type of nationalities at this concert. You know what I'm saying? And it's because of the music. You watch that concert and they go through that concert with the camera. You see a European, you see the Puerto Rican, you see the black dude, you see the Asian. You know what I'm saying?
We constantly want to have this only us inclusive mindset when it comes to hip hop. But 85% of the people that buy your music and support your concerts are Europeans, are other nationalities. It's not us that's spending the money. How do you try to alienate yourself from them? If you're not inclusive and you're not including everybody in your music and your business, then you're dead already.
Yeah, but that ain't the case. You know what I'm saying? It's not trying to keep people out. Now, as we keep going, it's funny that you say that.
Not anymore, but that's what I mean when we talk about the culture vulture shit and other motherfuckers making money on hip hop, and then we have problems with all these other nationalities who rap, and we constantly give them the bias before we even hear their bars. That type of shit is what I'm talking about. Now we can't do that. It has to be inclusive. You have to be able to look at different cultures, different art, different viewpoints.
But I hear you with that. But at the same time, why is it always us that's open-armed and saying, yeah, welcome? But then, on the other hand, it's stay over here. Remember my man, the blind man coming up and trying to get a helping hand? And it was like, no, maybe if he was singing and rapping or whatever, they would have
accepted him.
Right.
If he was Sammy Davis Jr., then he would. But it seems like that's always what it is. The step and fetch it, the entertainers, the people who are accepted regardless are usually providing some sort of entertainment or service. And you're right, there's still this bias amongst people that are not of an inclusive mindset. People who will look at that situation that we talked about and run away from that man who is blind and not want to help him. But again, those aren't your customers. That's not your avatar. Those aren't the people who listening and supporting and spending on the hip hop. The ones that want to run away from it are the ones that don't want to be a part of it for this or that reason or the other.
So yeah, man, that was a powerful conversation with my brothers, man. So we're gonna end this off like this, y'all. So in this 50 years of hip hop, the culture, there's been plenty of things. There's, like you said, Josie, it's been the dancing, it's been the rapping, it's been the graffiti artists, it's been the DJs. You know what I'm saying? And now, in these 50 years, hip hop has become a part of film. Within this 50 years, I want y'all, don't have to be your top 5. It could be your 5 favorite hip hop movies. And when I say this, fellas, I'm not saying that it has to be about MCing, breaking, DJing, or graffiti. It has to have the hip hop element in it, being an actor, being in it. So I'm gonna come to you, Josie. If you had 5 that you would say, these is my 5 hip hop joints, what's them 5 gonna be?
I think for me, my favorite movies of all time would be the house party movies. I'm a kid and play kid. I would have to go with my house party trilogies. I grew up learning how to interact with a lot of different scenarios watching those movies. And I feel like at times they represented us in a lot of different ways and we could see ourselves in them.
Oh yeah.
That would have to be my first joint. My second favorite would have to be hold on a second. Let me find the name of the joint. It was the movie with DMX and Aaliyah, Romeo Must Die.
Wow,
that was one of my favorite joints.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that was a good joint, though.
Man, listen. And then I would have to go to
If it gotta be, it gotta be.
Yup. Chris Tucker and my man Jackie Chan. What is Rush Hour joints? Yup, that's my third.
Pause. Now, enlighten me how Rush Hour is. Who's in what hip hop artist is in Rush Hour?
Let me help you with this one, Josie.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Now, hip hop is Def Jam, which is Def Comedy, which is Chris Tucker.
All right.
Boom.
Then.
If it gotta be, it gotta be. It gotta be.
Because Def Jam ain't nothing but hip hop. That's all hip hop.
Proceed.
You know what I mean?
Proceed. That's number 3. Excuse me from interrupting.
We got each other's back at men of a certain age.
I see that. I appreciate you.
It gotta be. It gotta be.
Where you at though, Josie? He got 3
I'm at
already,
4.
bro?
I'm at
You
4.
got
Yeah, I
4?
got 3 already. My 4th would have to be Beach Street.
Woo!
And I think for me, some of the illest scenes in TV is still Battle Cry in the battle scene in the dance when that shit went down. Again, one of them things you put on when you about to go do battle with somebody. If I'm going to an interview or I'm going to negotiate something, I'm going to put that on and I'm going to actually practice my moves and go with and I'm really going to amp myself up to be the king I am. And when I leave the house, ain't nobody going to be able to tell me nothing. So
If it gotta be, it gotta be. It gotta be.
Gotta be. My last joint would have to be Paid in Full.
Woo!
Dame Dash, Jay-Z gave us a hell of a product with that motherfucking portrayal of the streets of New York stories that they all grew up with. And it was ill to see that they could put that type of shit together with little or no budget. I think for me, that and The Streets Is Watching VHS tape is still one of the classic joints you got to have in your arsenal. If you don't got that, you need to go check for it. The Streets Is Watching on VHS. Go ahead and get your digitizer going and load that in your computer so you have it, but you need that. 10 hot videos you never seen before that don't got no songs to them, and there ain't no way that you could get that without the soundtrack or the tape.
Yeah, man, that's a tough list right there. I like that. That's
Top
a nice
5 that are alive.
Nice 5 right there.
Man, listen, you're gonna have your popcorn, you're gonna be stuck on the couch all day.
That's a nice 5. Romeo Must Die around this joint, huh?
Man, that was my joint. He had the Lambo in that shit.
Yeah,
He played the tech billionaire. Come on now.
I'll be coming.
I wasn't ready for that Romeo Must Die.
Yeah, that joint threw me for a loop, man.
Shout out to Josie for the Romeo Must Die. DMX, Aaliyah. Peace. Go ahead, Lord. Go ahead, run it down for me.
Oh, me, okay. I'm gonna start with my first movie. Is I learned something from this first movie that Russell Simmons, they used to call him Rush. You know what I'm saying? Instead of calling him Russell. So he was making a movie and it was going to be called Rush Groove. But Curtis Blow with the K said, nah, we're going to put the K in front of the Rush. And we're going to call it Crush Groove. Yeah, that's my number 1 right there. My favorite.
Body moving.
Come on, man.
That's
Bad Boys, you know, Run DMC, your cousin Blair Underwood.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I gotta
We come back to you. We can hold that thought.
I gotta write that down.
Crush Groove with the Crush and the Rush.
Okay, so that's number 1. That's Uno, right? All right.
Number 2, me and Josie are Aaron Lights with this one. Because again, even though my name was Daryl Mack, when I put my Kango and my sweatsuit on, they call me Lee. Because I get my breakdance and my up rock on. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go with Beach Street at 2.
If it gotta be, it gotta be. It gotta be.
Shout out to Miosha that lived across the street from me, who was the only person with a VCR. And guess what movie she had on VHS?
Word.
Man, we used to go to her house to watch the same movie
every
on
day.
a regular basis. Rewind that part. Rewind that part. Rewind that dot. You know what I'm saying? Number 3, I got paid in full.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
I don't know how they made that movie without somebody eventually being convicted of something, because they told it all. It was real. It was the truth.
And it said that it was real dope and guns on the set.
Come on, man. I had learned that the one scene when Rico, aka Cameron, pulled the dude out of the car, he wasn't really supposed to do that.
Oh shit.
Man,
Improvising.
he beat dude up. Dude was in character, ran away in character, man. I was like, yo, this joint right here is ridiculous. Number 3, we're gonna go with on the West Coast. We're gonna go with Friday.
Yes.
The first joint. When
The
I first saw
first
that
joint.
joint, man, I'm like, come on, man. Chris Tucker is wild. Cube is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Big Worm. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Worm. You know what I mean? The one scene, it was mad stars in the joint. They might as well have just recruited the whole Def Comedy joint and just put them in the movie.
Put them in the
You
movie.
know what I'm saying? Shout out to Q for writing that joint. I remember watching the NWA movie, and he was writing Friday while they was on tour, Blase Splizzle. My last joint, I'm at 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my man Nas. Shout out to DMX. Shout out to
that. Yes.
Here comes the boom. Here comes the boom.
Yo, man.
Shout out to Hype Williams. When that shit
that
came
was just
out,
about to say that, man.
They gave him such fucking flack about that. And fucking Magic Johnson, you should be ashamed of yourself for that shit. They boycotted his shit in the black theaters, and everybody else followed suit and wouldn't fucking play that shit. And it ended up being a success on DVD.
That movie, if you watch that movie, Hype Williams directed it was the cinematography was beautiful. The scenes were beautiful. The scenes in Jamaica was gorgeous. The scene with Nas with the white Averex on, with the Brad. It was, you know what I'm saying, with the T-Bass Brad, with the scene in the barbershop when you know
I rolled solo from state to state.
Man, come on, man. Met the man with the yellow shit on, and you know what I'm saying? Even
man, the whole movie,
the joint was gorgeous,
cinematically impeccable.
How you got a beautiful street movie, man?
How y'all gonna boycott that, man? I needed to be re-released in theaters, Magic.
Man, that joint.
You owe that man.
That shit.
Give us your 5, Lord. Give us your 5.
5. We're gonna Crush Groove, Beach Street, Paid in Full, Belly.
Nice.
Yep. Number 5.
So here I go, y'all.
That was only 4, right?
No, that's 5. Crush Groove, Beach Street, Paid in Full, Friday,
Belly. And Belly. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, Fro, go.
So here I go, y'all. So my number 1, shout out to the ultimate Spike Lee, is Do the Right Thing.
Yes, sir.
This is my number 1.
Hip-hop.
Love.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Samuel. That was the birth of Samuel L. Jackson, too.
Shout out to the Dunner, man. Rest in peace, man.
Word.
Number 2, Josie, y'all both said it. House Party. That's
House
definitely.
Party.
I went to the theaters to see.
Oh,
House
yeah.
Party. So House Party is number 2 for me. For number 3, you said it. You want to rump? You want to rump with me?
You know who not bomber cloth ramp with? You know me? I am the original Jamaican Dandana. You understand? Jamaican road boy. I know I ramp with bomber cloth me. Come on. I murder people for fun. Murder on a bomber cloth for fun.
Gotta go.
Star.
Yeah. Ox. My man Ox. You know what I'm saying?
Ox was that dude, man.
Yeah, Belly is number 3 for me. For the kinfolk.
I'm still waiting to walk in the nigga house and he just had a bowl full of tree on the table. Like, yeah, have at it. Man, that's my guy.
Jamaica's real good. Yeah. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Just out in the open, just
let's do it.
Help yourself.
So my kinfolks, man, I gotta go out to Cali for the kinfolk, man. I'm gonna go out with them boys in the hood for my number.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Doughboy and all of that type stuff there. You know what I'm
Definitely
saying?
changed the game, man.
Yes, sir.
No.
You ain't gonna ride for your cousin.
Yeah, man.
That's menace, man.
No, get them straight, P. And my number.
Josie, that's menace, man. What you talking about, man?
My number.
With MC8. Go ahead, fam.
Yeah.
My number 5, man. Although, rest in peace to my cousin, man. This cat had Beat Street on the VHS, and we used to watch that VHS of Beat Street every day before school and every day after school. But Cush grooving,
body moving,
Crush Groove, y'all. That's got to be my 5. So my 5 is Do the Right Thing, House Party, Belly, Boys in the Hood, and Crush Groove. Now my next question to you is this, and this is off a little bit. In all of your hip hop movies that you've seen, who is your favorite character in the hip hop movie that you've seen? I'm gonna come to you, Josie. I know this is out of nowhere and you ain't ready for this, so you need to take a moment to get your thought. Go ahead and get your thought together. If you got something right off the top of your head, P, go ahead and let it rip.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I will tell y'all this, right? The one thing I forgot about, and this would probably have to be my favorite, the honorable mention to my 5 would be Disorderlies by the Fat Boys.
Wow.
That was one of my
honorable mention, huh?
Honorable mention. Boys, shout out to the Fat Boys in that movie. That shit used to have me
man. Shout to them, man.
Word.
So let me, since I thought about this, I'm gonna tell y'all my favorite character in a hip hop movie.
Wow, that's tough.
I'm gonna tell y'all, man. Y'all ain't ready for this one, man. You ready?
Ready.
MC Gusto.
What you looking at, punk?
Nothing. Sorry.
What's your name, bitch?
Albert Brown. Gusto, I just want to say thanks a lot for letting us perform here. I really appreciate it.
Ooh, yeah, baby. See, I got to get up in there. Silly ass bitch. See, she only go out with rappers and entertainers and shit like that. She don't know where to get the real big dick. Man.
Gusto is my favorite.
Yo, wait a minute though, Fro. Hold on. You talking about Charlie or Chris?
I'm talking about Charlie. MC Gusto.
Charlie Murphy.
That's who Charlie Murphy was.
That's who he's playing.
He was, Chris Rock played MC Gusto, but it's based off
Charlie Murphy was Gusto.
Exactly.
Yo, how many times that nigga said bitch in that movie, man?
And then your man come with the yeah. Come on. Gusto.
Bitch ass nigga.
Gusto is my favorite character in hip hop joints. Honorable mention to CB4 on my list.
CB4.
Nah. So now y'all know where I'm going with it. So go ahead.
Wow. That's hilarious, man. I don't know.
Do it have to be a movie? Because I would also have to give an honorable mention if we talk about favorite character to the Mad Rapper. T.I. Angeletti got a motherfucker get a shout out. We talking about characters of hip hop, baby. Because that's the illest shit ever. I still like to hear that new joint he just did on Benny shit was crazy.
But we talking about film though. We're saying
I gotta go.
Was we talking about? Okay, yeah. My bad.
I gotta go with Smokey, man. I'm sorry, man. Smokey funny as hell, man. Remember Smokey said he was in Debo chicken coop sweating like a slave and shit?
That piece.
It's Angel does, Holmes.
So I hit it real hard, right? As soon as he said that, I started feeling funny as hell. Next thing I know, I was running down the street in my damn drawers. Get off me, man! Get off me, man! Get off me, man! Get off me, man! Goddamn! Motherfucker! Get off me! Get off me! I'm in Debo pigeon coop sweating like a slave.
You doing this shit?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
The motherfucking Smokey is hilarious, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, how you get fired on your day off?
On your day off.
But what about when Gusto finally about to get to Schmitty and he working out and whatnot? He goes,
shit.
come on, man.
Yo, why you had on the
He in the bathroom
doing the
going,
hip joint, yo?
Yeah, he was, but Pete, that's my move. You remember I told you I used to do like 50
Push ups before she come over and shit. Diamond joints too. Get big real quick and shit.
Shout out to MC.
Be all tight and
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy, man.
Rest in peace to Charlie Murphy.
Why Charlie Murphy say, look at this bitch on TV trying to be me?
Shout out to Charlie Murphy, man.
Rewind that
Oh, man. CB4.
Gusto Cell Block 4 tonight we're performing at the Jackson Theater. Be there. Those motherfuckers. Look at this punk, he's walking like me, he's dressed like me, he's trying to be me. Man, I didn't know you do rap records, Gusto. That's bad, man. You know that ain't him. I'm being ignorant. Hey, why don't you like bust a little rhyme for me, man? Come on, go. Look at here, man. There's only one Gusto, and he ain't gonna goddamn rap.
Man.
Shit, actually, Charlie Murphy was the motherfucking funniest part of fucking Menace, too. When he was talking shit to them niggas.
Menace? Charlie Murphy was in Menace to Society?
Oh, no, he wasn't. He throwing wrenches.
Who was the dude when they was talking about the videotape?
No, that wasn't Charlie. That was a different actor.
That's Bill Duke, yo.
Okay. You talking about Bill Duke? Yeah.
No.
You know you done fucked up, right?
You know you done fucked up, man.
Listen to me, little bitch. I fucked that up. No. No, you done fucked up.
Shout out to my man Sham God for that motherfucker.
Shout out to you.
You know what I mean?
Do that joint exactly like that.
Man,
Sounds like Bill Duke.
That's
He looked like Bill Duke too. Shit.
So can you so you going with D-Dot? All right, we gonna let you.
No, I said Fat Boys and Disorderlies. I said mine first.
It's your favorite character in hip hop character in the movie. So P said Smokey, I said Gusto.
I can't remember them niggas' names in the movies, man. They was the Disorderlies.
So he gonna go with all the Fat Boys.
So you going with
Fat Boys in the movies?
Okay, yeah. Respect
to Cool Rock Ski, and rest in peace to Prince Marky D, and what was the other the
Cool
Human
Rock?
Beatbox, man?
Cool
Human
Rock?
Beatbox, right?
Buffy, Cool Rock, and Prince Marky.
Right.
D.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
Died, and while I was recently reading something about the other one, he done lost a bunch of weight and he's skinny now. It's crazy.
Cool
Rock Ski, yeah, no doubt.
So yeah, man. Thanks again for tuning in on this Give It to Them Friday, man. We appreciate y'all. Please share and subscribe. Next week's show is going to be a special show because we are doing a tribute to our fallen brethren, DJ Shay. So on next week's podcast, we are going to look to go live, and we would like for you guys who do watch on the regularly to please call in, share a story or two. If you do have a story to tell about Shay, if not, man, we're going to have plenty to say and plenty stories to tell. So that's what we're going to look to do. Next week, we're going to do a live pod, and we're going to do it that way. Josie Kid, you got anything to say before we wrap this up?
Man, shit, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, tell us how y'all feel, and make sure that you go on to the Men of Certain Age Instagram or YouTube page and post any videos or pictures you might have. So anything that you want to use in that tribute, anything you want us to see, anything you want us to share. But definitely subscribe, comment, let us know how y'all feeling about these topics or what your thoughts are on any of the things we talked about.
P Double.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to the Shay Day basketball tournament that happened today. Peace out to DJ Shay. Peace to the tournament.
Shout out Dominic.
Shout out to Dominic. You know what I'm saying? I just want to leave my nieces and nephews with a little message: positive elevation always causes expansion. And that's peace right there. Men of a certain age, man.
And y'all know what?
That's crazy.
And as y'all know what, man, as long as the love and the trust is there, we gonna grow, and we gonna see y'all next week, man. DJ Shay forever, man. One love.
Peace.
Peace.